There are lots of things that you need to consider as a first home buyer. Probably the most important one is, where am I going to buy and for what reason am I going to buy property? So some people want to buy to just get into the property market and get their foot in the door and see their property values grow. Others are looking at it from a lifestyle point of view. They're saying to themselves, I'm actually really happy in the suburb that I live in and I want to build my dream home, so I'm going to buy out in the new estate and I'm going to build that 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. And that's completely understandable. Just got to remember that the returns that we might get in terms of the capital appreciation of the property may not be as good as those people who might be sort of buying closer to town and looking to get that capital appreciation. So that's the main one. The second one you want to look at is, how much deposit am I going to need? Is the bank going to lend me money? And what is my circumstances going to be in terms of changes to the household? So once we buy the house, what if we're going to have a family and get down to one income? Can we make sure that we can afford it? There's nothing worse than overcommitting oneself into the property market and then having to sell 2 or 3 years later, because you won't get a good return if you have to sell as a forced sale. The final thing is, I would want you to talk to someone about this, and not just mum and dad, but talk to a professional, someone like a property investment advisor or a buyer's agent or your mortgage broker, to take you through the numbers and get a good understanding of that, because that's the starting point. We're going to be negotiating with real estate agents. There's a lot going on. It's a big transaction. It's a huge financial investment. So we want to make sure that we're putting all the ducks in a row and answering all of those questions as part of that. There's 2 ways to get started as first home buyers. We've got this great free information guide that you can download below. Now, what that information guide is going to have information around lending, deposits, guarantors, how you go about doing that. And it's not hundreds and hundreds of pages, it's just nice and concise, and it's going to give you some really good starting points to get your conversation started around buying your first home. In addition to that, you might also want to take advantage of sitting down with one of the professional property advisors in our business or one of our mortgage brokers. Now, they are specialists in their area. They have had lots of skill and training, and they've helped lots and lots of first home buyers before getting into the marketplace. So you can sit down and have a free, no obligation consultation with them, and you can understand just how close you are to potentially getting into your first home.